We want to get right to our guest, who is very, very funny. Everybody that's said, "Have you talked to Leanne?" I'm like, I haven't talked to Leanne, but I know she is very funny, very engaging, charming comedian. The Just Getting Started tour is what she's here to promote. She's going to be at the Chicago Theater on August 26th. Leanne, welcome to the Big 89.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you for having me.
Oh, Leanne, you're just so great. I'm so happy to have you back on the show. I mean, we all need more Leanne in our lives. I just could, we really and truly do. You've been out on tour now with the Just Getting Started tour. You're coming, you got tons of dates looking at your calendar. You're going to be here in Chicago end of August. What can you say? You've been out on tour. What is the biggest thing that you've learned about your audiences as you're out there?
Oh, my darling, they're the sweetest people in the world. And I think that they have been neglected, I'll just tell you, by Hollywood. And they are so precious to me and I don't know how, but they feel seen and heard through me. And it is a joy, is all it is to it.
Your path to comedic stardom was not typical of many comedians. Kind of give us a little background for the people that may not know, because it is truly fascinating.
Oh, my darling, thank you. Well, I married big old Chuck Morgan, and he moved me to Bean Station, Tennessee, in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And I started selling jewelry when I had my first baby. I wanted to stay home with him. And so I started selling jewelry like women sell Tupperware and Mary Kay in women's homes. And I was funny. You know, I was supposed to be talking about jewelry, and I talked about hemorrhoids and stuff. And so people thought I was funny and started booking about a year in advance these parties in the Appalachian Mountains. And the company noticed and asked me to start speaking at their big things. And that's how I'd always wanted to be a stand-up, but I didn't know how, and I didn't have the guts and all of that. But that's how it got started and gave me the courage to go to an open mic and start doing it.
You're so natural at it. You just talk about like everyday things. We can all relate to everything that you say. Like, I have a husband too who uses up all of his words at meetings, and then when we're home at night, like, there's nothing to be said. So where did the words go?
I know, honey. Where do they go?
I don't know, but they're not in my ear.
I know. Well, now, see, I've got grandbabies, and they talk to me. I just talk to them because their granddaddy just stares into space. When y'all played Dolly Parton at the beginning, let me tell you, that thrilled me because, get a load of this, my first grandbaby, who's 2.5, is going to Dollywood for the first time today.
Oh my
with
gosh.
his mommy and her friend and their babies, and they can't stay long because they're babies. But they're going to go to that little baby area where they've got little rides for little babies.
This is happening today.
Today, honey, right now as we speak. And my husband in our group text said, send pics. Like, we're all on fire that he's going. We don't know if he's going to eat a turkey leg. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're so excited.
So that's a rarity that he would join the party like that?
That who would, my darling?
Were you talking about Chuck?
Oh, Chuck Morgan and I raised our children at Dollywood.
Oh, God.
And we're all out here working like mules, and we wish we could go and be with that baby at Dollywood and get season passes and never have to work again because we are so in love with these babies. No, I shouldn't say that. I want to work because I get to do something glamorous. My husband doesn't. I get to be kind of a movie star, so I shouldn't say that because I do have a ball. And I don't know if that's in my... when they sent y'all things, but I am in a movie. I wrapped a movie, and I had just getting started tour after my Netflix special. I'm Every Woman, and I was having a ball, and then I got a movie part, and I'd never been in a movie, and we finished wrapping that before all this SAG, all this writer strike happened, honey. And so I don't know when it's going to come out. It'd probably be about a year, but anyway, I have been busy, but I have been having a ball.
And you have a memoir coming out as well next year. We're looking forward to that, too.
Oh, you angel. Well, I wanted to tell about all my sin in the 80s, and I want y'all to know that my literary agent said, honey, you're no Joan Crawford yet. So he said, why don't you just tell funny essays about your family and your life? So that's what the book's going to be, but I promise I'm going to write a second book about all my sin.
Oh,
And y'all are going to want to hear about it. There was a lot.
I mean, in the 80s, you talk about this a lot. I did have big hair as well, and I felt like we could be very good friends with all of those troubles we got into. You said you're glamorous. You're on the stage. You're in the movies. You're writing books. Like, you have this huge celebrity fame. But listen, it's a real special feeling wearing spandex and then feeling the fat pour out here in the 2000s.
Oh, my darling. And let me tell you, on that movie, the wardrobe people put me in a whole different kind of Spanx to where it can't spill out.
Oh.
Okay, so when I get to Chicago,
Yeah.
you and I backstage, I will show you.
Can we? That would be so much fun because I have not met those yet.
Oh, it's kind of like suspenders. It's kind of like a foreman man.
Jane, you have so much to
pull it up
learn.
over your shoulders, but it's not comfortable, but you can get through it.
So, Leanne, what do you find that your brand of humor, like people really relate to it? Obviously, the Southern charm is just oozing from you. Does it resonate everywhere? Do people get it?
Yeah, and let me tell you why, my darling. Yes, I've got this thick accent, and I was raised in a farming community of 500 people, and my people grew dark fire tobacco, so this is all real. But what I talk about is universal. So, yeah, I've got this accent, but I talk about, raising my children, having grandbabies, all my sin in the 80s, taking Dexatrim, going to Weight Watchers, all the stuff that everybody else does. They do that in Des Moines, I mean, but so thank the Lord. I mean, people find that so relatable.
Well, you put the funny in all the relatable things, and that's the genius behind what you do. And you make us all laugh at ourselves. We're just taking a look at what we already do. You're just putting it out there for us to laugh at. So it's really fantastic. I'm sure everybody sitting in that audience wants to go home with you and hang out because you're that much fun. Are you that much fun off the stage? Yeah, because you're on the air right now. You're fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty fun, but not in a crazy way. Like more like, oh, let's eat something good and talk. I'm more of like, I'll make a pan of brownies and let's have a good time.
This ain't the 80s anymore. She's not living hard anymore. She's living a cleaner life, huh?
A very cleaner life, yes. Now I'm always looking for a good probiotic. I don't want to get drunk and fall down in the parking lot. I want to have a good probiotic. I'm looking for some joint health. If y'all know anything about those supplements, yeah, I would like to have some of that. And but yeah, things are. I mean, I'm out here touring like a 20-year-old, and I'm trying to take better care of myself so I have the stamina to do it. But I'm working out. I'm doing all those kind of things so that I can, be like Journey.
Yes, just like Journey.
Exactly.
So, but are you still able to wear those 6-inch heels that you had in the 80s?
No. And I want people to know in that glamorous Chicago that I may have on orthopedic.
I can't wait for you to come to town.
Well, listen.
Oh, you angel. Thank y'all. I'm so tickled to come back. And let me tell y'all, because I was in a smaller venue at the Vic when COVID just opened up, like everything got better and we could start touring again. And Lord, when was that? I mean, it feels like I can't even take track of time, but it was so wonderful how people treated me in Chicago. So I'm so tickled to be able to come back because it's been that long ago. So thank y'all so much for having me, and I cannot wait.
Oh, we can't wait to see you. Leanne, thanks for being on the Big 89. Leanne Morgan will be playing the Chicago Theater August 26th. You don't want to miss her on the Just Getting Started tour. And it was great to have you on the program. Thank you.
Thank you, my darling.
Thanks, Leanne.
Bye, my darling.
Bye, honey. We'll see you in Chicago. I can't wait.
Okay, we'll look at our underwear.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to seeing your
underwear.
underwear.
I have an idea. Listen, again, we're putting people together this morning. We're bringing people together.
That's right.
She's going to show you the Spanx behind stage. Isn't that what she said she was going to do, right?
Yeah, she's going to show me her
underwear.
underwear.
And then she was talking about, I need a probiotic.
Yep.
I need some supplements.
I'll get her some supplements.
Why don't you, as a, hey, thanks for the Spanx advice. I'm not telling you what to do. You live your own life.
I got some good joint advice for Leanne. I think this could be a good trade-off for us.
Oh, boy, that won't be boring. August 26th, Chicago Theater.